Hey everybody, Charlie Iron 2 here, and welcome back to Pentiment. We last left off, we just divulged to Lorenz here that we studied the occult while we were at university. Let's go ahead and continue on and see what else happens to Andreas here. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Oh, we get to choose more stuff. You know what, let's be... does this kind of like... flies in the face of the occult, though, right? Being able to be logical about things. Because the occult and logic don't really go hand in hand, do they? Adept at spatial analysis can easily perform complicated calculations. Latin and the occult would seem to go pretty well together. Heavens and earth. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do logic and the occult. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the organon for logic and Euclid's elements for geometry, but the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. The Englishman William of Ockham gave us the Summa Logicae, arguing nominalism against the Platonic realism. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course, a great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question that these great men should have to wrestle logic into what the church established by fiat and force. Ah, there's the abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of the Kiersal at all? My family have been patrons of Kiersal for, many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kiersal still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. This is as good a place as any to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Well, should we praise the artists? Or should we say that it's kind of just 2 old men, a scribe, and me? It's 2 old men, a scribe, and me. We're going to be a little egotistical and vain. Well, perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gounod a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well, the venerable brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it. So we're going to a book while viewing it through a book. Mikolaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. I don't know how much I trust Mikolaus. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Okay. Nun walked off. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then Kearsall is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. Why were they closed? Say nothing. Les asked if he knows Mother Cecilia. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. There's the abbot, I think. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Whoa, fancy, like old English. Yes, the Baron of the Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive, my lord. But I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Ellipses. Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Andres, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Of course, Father. I'm eager to get to work. Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. Is this a bad time to ask for advance on my payment for the Book of Hours? Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. You literally just responded with a bunch of R's. Shit. Should have asked him about an advance for the Gertner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. If all else fails, I could liberate some money from this sacristy. Oh, because I'm a rapscallion. Is that the sacraments? Sacristy? Or is that where the tithes and offerings go? Find a way to get paid. This is like Disco Elysium, but it's like Disco Medievium. All right, let's check our journal. Should have some new stuff here. The Gertners. Prime hour. Need to find a way to get an advance from the Abbey so I can help the Gertners pay their taxes. Father Gernot might be receptive to a negotiation for the funds. Need to approach the subject carefully and make it worth his while. I could speak with Brother Matthew about an early payment for my manuscript. If I can get this sacristy when the brothers are not around, I could steal the funds I need from the Abbey treasury. I kind of feel like I have to do that, right? Ex libris. So, we're a rapscallion who's good with medicine. We're smart, well, logical rather, and we are fascinated by the occult. Interesting. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complex... Oh, is that just because it didn't fit on this page? Okay. People. Brother Matthew. Is that just Matthew? Just spelt weird? I think it is. Brother Matthew of Neuchâtel. Swiss sacristan of Kearsall Abbey. So sacristan, so that's like the bookkeeper, right? Responsible for maintaining the sacristy, the Abbey's treasury. Okay, so that's literally what it is, the treasury. And for assisting Father Gernot during his liturgy of hours. Sister Matilda of Kempston. Does that say cellarer? For the nuns of Kearsall Abbey, works often in the Convent garden. Delia, widow, Kemprin, farmer, widow of Ranig, Kempion, lost her home after the death of her husband. That's the old lady that came out and yelled at him, right? Veronica Bauern, daughter of Johann and Hetty Bauer, sister of Hans, close friends with Brigitte Bauern. Sister Zedna of Tabor, Bohemian nun, assistant to Sister Illuminata in the library. She has markedly impious attitude towards the life at Kearsall. Impious. Okay, I'm going to have to talk to her. Glossary. All right, we've got William of Ockham, 13th and 14th century English Franciscan philosopher and theologian known for his commentaries on Peter Abelard's 4 books of sentences, his defense of apostolic poverty, and his writings on faith and reason. Worms, prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire, located on the Rhine River. Worms has been the site of many imperial, I don't know what this is, diets? I mean, it's spelt like the word diet, but I don't think that's how it's pronounced. People, we missed somebody. Who did we miss? Oh, Berthold, son of Klaus and Marie Drucker. Mother Cecilia of Augsburg, prioress of Kearsall Abbey and responsible for all the abbey's nuns. Like all of Kearsall prioresses, Cecilia is was once the abbey's librarian. And then we got Gournot, Father Gournot of Munich, abbot of Kearsall Abbey. Father Gournot replaced the former highly beloved abbot, Father Matthias. Gournot is known in the abbey as a disciplinarian and in the town as a harsh landlord. So he's an asshole. He's struggling to fund the abbey as the scriptorium no longer generates much money. And Marie. Wait a minute. Where's Marie? Oh, there's Marie. Block cutter and typecaster, wife of Klaus, mother of Berthold. Well, we're supposed to go eat with y'all, but I don't think we're going to. What is this? Shrine? Church. Let's go check out the shrine. All right, there's a lot of people in here. What is this? A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Why y'all got somebody's hand? I guess that's the dude back there, right? There's the Holy Lance. I've never understood keeping like bones and pieces of a person as a relic. It's very strange to me. Margaret. Bless you, Brother Piero. No, wait. It's Master Mailer? I thought you couldn't see, Sister Marguerite. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. Pigments. But you're taller and you have another smell to you, like fish or burned almonds. Oh, that's great. Thanks. Oh, that's all linseed oil, popular amongst the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. God has saved me from the temptations of beautiful men. But what about my beautiful charm? You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. Bless you, Master Mailer. Is it Mailer? What is this? Brother Matthew maintains this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. So I guess if you make a pilgrimage here, you get a badge. Let's talk to Lisbeth. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sweet. Let's talk to Gertrude. She looks like one of those Russian nesting dolls. What are they called? Matryoshka dolls or something like that? God bless you, Master Mailer. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Could be better. Would it make you happier if I told you Agnes Stenyarin received some saffron yesterday? Really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albanses. Maybe you can convince Prior Fernick to get you some for your yellows. Good to know. How about Mousefanger? Mousefanger? She's around here somewhere, hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Till later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andres. Maybe I'll see you by the shrines of Saint Satia one of these days. Rabbits? What kind of rabbits? What are we talking about here? All right, let's continue on. This was the shrine. We will leave. It's the shrine to that saint with his hand. What is this way? This is the church. This is the steeple. Open the doors and see all the people? Cloister. What is a cloister? Infirmary. Oh, you like the medicine man. I know a bit about medicine. Saint Luca, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Look at this dude's bone saw back here. Let's talk to you, Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, and so am I well. So I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna. From Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. Sai leggera l'italiano? Can you read Italian? No. Little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time. I'm sure he will make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. Okay. I can read Latin, right? Maybe I can't. No, I didn't do the Latin trait. If we look at my stats, because I'm from Italy, I know Italian and a little Greek. Okay, so I don't know Latin. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Steinjauren with some help from Sister Gertrude. Nothing else to interact with here. Let's go ahead and go. All right, chapter house. Loquarium. What is a loquarium? All right, let's go in here. The church. I don't know what a loquarium is. It's kind of like an antechamber between the church and the cloister. Okay, dude. Sing it. Rudiger. God bless you, Andres. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. She just gonna sing all day? Tower. Crypt. I want to go to the crypt. Let's go to the crypt. The foundation of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. These tomb markers go back centuries all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich from the height of Kearsal's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Oh. crown, a dove, a key, a brooch, and an orb. One of these parts must move somehow. That was it. Achievement unlocked, cryptic solutions. Now what? Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Secret entrance to the library. I have to remember this. Huh. So I know this is like a murder mystery, so who's going to die? Is it going to be the abbot? Or is it going to be that noble? It may be the noble, and they may suspect us because we talked to him for so much. Let's go in the tower. So the more we look at stuff, probably the better, right? Because now we know that there's a secret path. Can we can't do anything with the bells. Oh, that's the dude. Matthew. Oh, you're short, dude. God bless you, Andreas. How's the sacristy today, Matthew? Same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. We can leave. I don't know if stilling is the best option, but it may be the only option. One more thing, I have a favor to ask you. Yes, Andres? I was hoping you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early. Like to collect my wages. Give me my pay. I don't think it's going to work with little dude. Let's try middle one and then try to explain away if he asks why. Prior Fernick hasn't informed me that you've finished any new manuscripts. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I only have a few pages left, Brother Matthew. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Can't you make an exception? He's going to say no. Not without good reason. The Abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble, not only for Kearsall, but for Tassing as well. Is that why Father Abbot has increased the taxes on the Gertners? What is this about, Andreas? The Gertners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their taxes in the Abbey. I would like to help the Gertners pay their taxes in the Abbey. I need money, brother. I've made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'd be able to pay it off. No, I don't like that. Let's just be honest. Gertners have asked me for their rent early. I see. Very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andres Mailer. Oh, so that worked. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior Fernick. Thank you, Brother Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. Okay, so we got the money then. All right, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. No, I'm going to give it to her directly. So now do we just go back? I'm just going to see if we can just go straight to there and pay her. Does this go outside? That's cloister. Upper Abbey. There we go. Lower Abbey. Yeah, let's just go give her the rent directly. Meadow. Flower. Irises. Beautiful. What is this? Figures in this shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. Forest. Hold on. Thought I had to sneeze, but didn't sneeze. That's like one of the worst things in the world, right? Snowdrop's one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring in this altitude. We can go up to the mill. We can look at this statue, Shrine to St. Moritz. The statue looks ancient. This rabbit. Columbine. Looks like it's coming in early. Church and the Drukers. Can we tell the Drukers that we have to go somewhere else for lunch now? Or dinner? No, not Thomas. We don't care about Thomas. This guy. Klaus. I can't tell him that I can't make it to dinner. Alright, whatever. We'll come back. I don't know if time actually passes. It doesn't look like it. It looks like maybe events will cause time to pass, not just time passing on its own. So I could probably take my time and go exploring a bit more in town before we start progressing the story more, which is what I want to do. Let's go to their farm. Let's go in the house. And she wanted the money. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. So, we can be super nice, please. It's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Consider the rest a gift in addition to my rent. I insist. It's enough to pay back the abbot, yes? Wow, there's really... All of these are about the same way to play it, right? So let's just say I insist. It is, but Andreas, how'd you even get so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare? Oh, we're going with Rapscallion here. I convinced Brother Matthew to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I have my ways, Clara. I'm more resourceful than you think. Ah, you and your secrets, Andreas Mahler. I won't pry. Mahler. Thank you, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. Happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. No, we're not religious. It's probably the best not to mention it. Of course, I won't mention it to anyone. Still, thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. Paid in full. All right, so we've done everything at the farm, I think. Town, I think we've done everything here. Talk to these guys. We still can't head up. Still can't head down. We can go to the forest, though, so I am interested in that. Klaus. Oh, can we go in your house? No, it's locked. Yep, house is locked. Can we go down here? No, we can't. Okay. What's down here? Forest. Oh, it's a log. Most of this felling is for the Abbey's renovations and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Who are you guys? Smokey? Oh, Master Mahler? Yes? We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall? I'm Smokey. Well, Adam, but people call me Smokey. You're the charcoal burner. Yep, I have to stay out here in the forest near the kiln. Is there anything I can do for you? Nah, just being friendly. Oh, of course. Good to see you. Until next time, Master Mahler. Till then. What about you, Václav? Oh, hello. Hello, you're not a local, are you? Well, that's a nice way to meet people. No, I'm staying in Tassing only briefly. Why stay out here in the forest? People don't much like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town. I search to find whatever is different. It's the differences in an artist's style that makes their work unique. Different is merely different, not better, not worse. Not to most folk. I haven't seen you too often. Do you live here? I'm only visiting Tassing as well. My name is Andreas Mailer. Oh, you're the artist staying up at the Abbey. It's nice to meet you. Most folks in Tassing don't come down here to talk. Right. I'm Voxlav, a traveling tinker. I travel from place to place, sharpen knives, mend small things that need mending, that sort of thing. Do the people of Tassing need much tinkered? What brought you to Tassing? Well, I actually came to visit Kearsal's library. I had hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the abbot wouldn't let me in. No one's allowed inside the library except the sisters. I'm not surprised they turned you away. Father Gounod is a grumpy old man. I think he has half a mind to throw me out of the scriptorium most days. He is a grumpy old man. He does seem like an angry man. He threatened to expel me from Tassing entirely. What were you looking for? Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial, as Aristotle says, their God didn't create them. They exist with him since the dawn of time. It's a fascinating idea. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Of the 5 elements, angels are fire and air, and demons are water and earth. And the world was aether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in deep caves and pools. Never considered it that way before. You might be onto something. Don't be absurd. God created the elements just as much as anything else. Be careful, Voxlav. People have been in prison for talking like that. I had never considered it that way before. You might be onto something. I did not expect such open dialogue with you, Master Mailer. Few men with your stature would entertain such ideas with someone like me. Anyway, I should get back to work. Until later, Voxlav. All right, and that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for our next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.